I'm sleeping with my eyes wide open, dreaming cause I can't stay focused. Voices in my head don't lie, swear they keep me up at night. I'm sleeping with my eyes wide open, money on my mind, lost focus. Yeah, this feel like the first time home. This feel like the first time home. Hey, back then I would look ahead, now I'm in my head. I'ma call my phone, checking on my friends. Yeah, just sent a text, so I sent the check. Yeah, I feel like everybody at my neck. Oh my love, there ain't no love. Days go by, I ain't hear from you much. I go way too deep and I'm way too long. Nights like this getting way too cold. I've been sleeping with my eyes wide open.
Yeah, baby. I'm back at it, getting it, witching it. It's the Koopa. Today is more Dragon Quest, and yeah, man, we're doing more items. Guess what? It's 306. Pick up at sticks, play with your dicks. Um, we found them. We found where they are, so we're gonna go get them and all that good shit. The ages of the demon world are always upon us in some way or some other way, oh yeah, don't think I've been here yet. So I think this is wow, I think it's in Gillette or something, but it's a version 1 area, so we have the mega zoom style. Yeah, and hope everybody's doing well today. It's been a weird day, but I'm kind of just lulling into what is naturally me. I do weird shit, I do bad shit, I do good shit, I do goon shit, but I do my shit. I'm just happy with that. It comes to again to be another day, another month where I can't pay rent, and I'm scared of my life. But you know what? We're taking a gamble. We're taking a gamble, and I love the way that I live right now. I feel like if I had a vision for like 10 years in the future, if I was living exactly like this, I wouldn't I wouldn't mind. I'd be like, this is fine. The amount of lone time and chill time and work on my purpose, grinding things time. It's like I never want to like have like a slave horse mentality and be like, you haven't done enough, you haven't done enough, because my brain will naturally do that automatically. And like it'll automatically feel like I'm not, grinding to a crazy amount. So I feel like now I literally just like when I don't feel like working, I don't work. And naturally, I have the desire and the want to work and make something beautiful and vibrant out of the items that I am dealt. Like, I view everything as an item, like, not even the things that are outside of myself, like my hand in itself is an item. My body is an item. You know what I'm saying? My not only my hat and my headphones, but the sounds coming into my ears and entering my brain become items, become thought items. You know what I'm saying? Imaginary items. You get imaginary items, you get physical items, mental items. The items everywhere. My dick item. Don't worry, I waited long enough in the video for YouTube to not get that. And guys, the item master class, I feel like is like the class that you just use everything in. They're getting my guy on the items because these motherfuckers that be basing their lives on the items are crazy, right? They have to be, because what's holy is truly what's inside. But I feel like to fuel the inside, to live in this chaotic world, I feel like to be truly good, you have to use and interact with your items. You have to be a creature of your environment. Because to be a good force, we have to have power. And sometimes you gotta do dirty things to get that power. Gotta do dirty underhanded tactics. And if you don't do those dirty underhanded tactics, you gotta take a gamble. Like me, you gotta take a fucking risk. Because there's no way I can like just survive putting on some kind of horrible facade of whatever I want to portray to be. I gotta be completely authentic. I've noticed, the more I try to move away from the nature that I am, the harder it is to just lay awake at night and not fucking pull my hair out, to be me. The harder it is to exist in general. If you don't live by that code, by that I'm doing what I want to do now in the way I want to do it, and I'm having the most fun for me. It's hard to live in any other way because then you see so much evil, you see so much vindictiveness, and you're like, where do we go from here? Where do we go in this demon world? Well, you see my guy here, Mr. Wackolite, our item master. He went away from the demon world. He said, "Fuck the demon world." He said, "You know what? I'm getting out of this demon world, and we're going to Estoltia, creating a new world for item masters who want to grind from the bottom to the top." And I love this class because of that. Like it's like a beautiful. It's like a beautiful regimen. You don't have to stand here and make these super powerful pillars super powerful again. I think it's whatever way you want to grind up, and consistency is the key. So if I want to grind up making these weird mashups, or making Google videos, or doing podcasts, or playing an MMO by myself, it is it's really whatever you want to do. It's really whatever you want to do. It's your tales. It's your symphony. I don't even think I talked about that yet. This is the Tales of Symphonia chapter. This is Yuan Cafe. He doesn't have a spear right now, or excuse me, a rod right now where he's supposed to. But we're an item master, guys. Did I mention I am an item master? Did I mention we are doing the item master quest? You'll figure it out. You see, the thing is, the item master. I don't think it can carry the. I don't think it can carry the rod. Also, why would I want like a shitty rod? It's like level 30. That sounds like a kind of a waste of time, in my opinion. But it's all up to you for your cosplay sakes. I didn't feel like it wasn't really that necessary. I feel like the immersion is fine. But anyways, we're skipping the dungeon because fuck that dungeon. Put some skill points on so this boss can go a little bit faster. Because I don't want to waste no time. We have been on PC for a while now, by the way. On Bandcamp, you see the now loading and the now gooting and the skip events. You see, this is the English-ish, and the cutscenes, of course, are going to be in English on PC. I'm wearing those good old clarity lenses. That is also one of the reasons that I decided to do this playthrough, and also just decide to talk on this in general, because if you do this whole MMO analogy, right? And you're using Clarity, aka Dragon Quest Clarity, to play this in English, I feel like life is just doing a podcast, is just using Clarity on life. Because I gotta talk about what I'm going through. And this one, it's comparing really closely to Dragon Quest. I'm kind of integrating the conversation here, but usually I just kind of I trail off because the story in this game is quite complimentary. I just like the funny graphics. It's mostly like a hero's journey kind of thing. Sometimes they have very good morals. Sometimes it's a really crazy twist. But yeah, it's never anything with too great of substance. Dragon Quest is really good when it has the crazy twist. I'm not gonna say it happens super often. We're talking like Disney Saturday morning cartoon type shit, but that's okay. I love that. And that's comforting. But sometimes this comfort shit is what's going to kill you. The comfort in the items. See, mastering the items is not constantly going back to them. Mastering the items is knowing when you need to use them and not having to rely on them. That's the true mastery of items. So what really sucks about this class is that I'm going to be basically using it to gather a bunch of other classes, kind of like the Monster Masher. But it's even more useless than the Monster Masher because it's essentially it's a very money reliant class. It can't revive. It's outside of using items. Now the items that you use with the Item Master do go very quickly. It's a very quick item usage speed in battle, so you'll be able to do some clutch things with it. You can also do like party wide healing with item range tech, and double dose can fully revive people with Yggdrasil leaves. So it's all really good things, right? Of course, it just relies on money. But the thing is, when they're a support party member, they can't use any of these things. So it's really like if you want to be a healer and you're like, I want to be the best healer ever, but I want to play as a healer, I'd say Item Master is a really good option. You just gotta have, reasonable amount of mini medals, which are, easily grindable most places. You shouldn't run out of leaves. But I'm saying, it's not instantly viable from day one. And this was a very early class. I think it's a version 2 class. So yeah, they were kind of it's kind of seedy how the Square Enix always just trying to suck you dry. This game definitely does, no reason. Like this is like an over a decade-year-old game, and they're still sucking you dry. Hella. But they expanded on the formula. I feel like the graphics did increase in quality. If you look at this area and you look at a version 7 area, they are very, very different. Like this, what we're traveling through right now is what was there basically in 2012. 20 whatever the fuck this came out. But yeah, what a life. Um, Essentially done with this quest, and I think I'm just gonna continue this on to do the last one. I don't think I'm gonna split it up again. The last quest is basically just us facing off with the captain and the main. Oh yeah, because he got kidnapped. Yes, I know. Um, I didn't spoil that, which is crazy that I didn't spoil that whole time. But yeah, while we went and got kicked those guys' asses, um, they all just kidnapped him here. It was a classic Trojan horse method. Well, we're gonna get the strong guy over here, and then but he willingly went away. Actually, yes, he willingly went away so that we could go there and rescue him because we got to show him that our monster is the strongest monster. Um, and once again, these are version 2 classes, so this is like version 2 scaled boss. Very weak, very very quickly killable, just like the last one that we did. But good experience still to get on our item master class. You never know when you're gonna need the item master. I say, and this is also very important to grind up and get other monsters with. Mm. Oh my gosh, but yeah, life is really weird. I'm understanding the bodily changes that come with a life decision choice that's happening in me right now. A lot of transitional phases, and I'm scared. I'm happy. Still can't pay rent, so that's a moment in my life that I just have to breathe in and intake. But yeah, life is very weird. Item Master will breathe it through though. You know what I'm saying? We will breathe it through it. I'm not even looking for the sympathy or the pity. I'm just, trying to be real here with my mind state. I want to look back on this and be like, damn, I was really thinking that. And I'm like, yeah, you were really thinking that. Well, I guess I'm gonna look to the future because this is gonna be uploaded later. But nevertheless, look back on it later because I despise watching my old videos. I think that is most people though. I think most people really hate listening to their own voice, but I at least enjoy what I say. I at least enjoy my tone inflections. I enjoy what I do with my voice. I don't know. I feel like I just hate everything. I hate everything the YouTube channel, but like in real life, I do. Like, there's nothing I really like except for Dragon Quest. Like I'm in that drawer right there with my little eyes and shit, and then just playing Dragon Quest. And when somebody pops out, they're like, "What? Hey, you want it now?" And then I snatch the food out and I back in the drawer. But no, yeah, real talk. I feel like I just have a time limit for most physical things in life, but my time limit on Dragon Quest hasn't expired yet. I feel like it'll take a while. Maybe it'll happen, but I hope it doesn't. Really hope it doesn't. It hasn't betrayed me yet. And maybe they're just planning on shutting down the servers next month, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But no, hasn't betrayed me yet. So I'm still rocking on. But I'm noticing most physical things, most ethereal things, they eventually piss me off, and I have a short, easy fuse. I say easy fuse because I don't crash out on anybody. I just kind of leave because I didn't want you here in the first place. People are just very convenient. Oh my goodness. Oh, so convenient. Oh, so convenient. And that's what kind of makes me embody the psychopathic traits that make me a very easily viable short-term partner. Uh, Very much why I want the VTube model, because God, do I not want to be known physically in the realms. That sounds terrible. I do love dancing though, you know, so I will eventually. But yeah, I feel like this with a little bit of art would be more congruent, you know. So PNG tuber coming up. Of course, I have to draw it first. The little art I have here is a for my brother. It's pickle drawing. Just so it's not really drawn. I guess you know we you know edited a sprite, edited the pixels. So you know drawing in general, but I have a tablet that I just don't use because picking up the tablet is hard. But I feel like I just talk it through. That is the biggest therapy I feel. You know, just talking it through. And I always hate getting up to this mic and talking. It's always a struggle. It's always a struggle. I feel like a dumbass. I feel like a goofy woofy, so I gotta do it when no one's home. Um, but yeah. I mean, it's a crazy. Stop texting me, damn it. It's a crazy perspective that we have, and you can't knock yourself for it because it's just you, not really like the you, but it's just you. Um, and I wouldn't like dwell too hard on our choices. Like, guys, the world is so weird. Like, I would admire you for making it anywhere that you made it to. And any far as a far could go. Any far as a far could far. A far quad. Ooh, it's a good crit. Because you know life is hard. It's gonna beat you down. It's gonna beat you down, brutalize you, crudelize you, ludilize you, tutilize you, toodaloo, bootaloo. And what are you gonna do? You gonna fight back? That's gonna, you know, cause a crash out, and then you don't fight back, and then it just builds up to a crash out, you know? So, like, what are we supposed to do? I don't know anybody's life that's just been super smooth and hasn't led to something that they need to stand up for themselves for. And that sucks. Like, why do I have to stand up for myself? Why can't I just do good things and good things come to me? Why do bad and evil always come my way, you know? But it's just what has to happen. Just chill out, you know? Just chill out. Slide through, ride through, shine through. Light them up, smoke them if you got them, and move on, man. Because that's what we have to do. But you know, you have to be okay with yourself. Whatever you have to do to move on, whatever item you have to use to move on, you know, just do it. Just do it. And a lot of us carry this shame ball, this ball of shame, this ball and chain of the ball and shame. I'm like, bro, don't no ain't no shame in your balls. Let your balls free. Let your Oh my goodness gracious! I think that was a train. That was a train of shame right there. I hope you guys heard it. That's leaving the station, and you're not on it. So guess what, baby? Whatever that disgusting gooner shit that you do and you don't tell nobody about, I want you to be proud of it. I want you to love it. I want you to embrace it, even if you don't tell anybody about it. You know, it's you. You know, it helps you. You sustain it. You remain it, and you move on. You move on because the world keeps telling you that everything you do is bad. You know, everything you are is bad. You know, everything you understand is bad. But I'm gonna tell you, man, that shit just an item. It's made of the earth. It's just an item. That's all it is. Ain't good, ain't bad. No, they put those fucking opinions on you. It's just an item. Who cares? I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, damn. And you shouldn't. But we do. We do. Especially if they look good. You know. It's all the aesthetic, you know? Like imagine if this game looked like Baldur's Gate 3, I probably wouldn't be playing it. It's all the aesthetic. It's all the aesthetic. So I imagine if Big Titty Goth chick hated all my opinions and said, you know, Dragon Quest was terrible, stop playing it and I'll suck your dick. I would, you know, change some opinions. Some opinions. But until that happens, you have to be okay with where you are. And don't sacrifice your morals. It's really hard to authentically be who you are in the moment, but I'd say you slow it down, pause a lot, think a lot, Helps for me, but I am the introverted type. That's why we do the podcast MMO, play by myself forever. You know, maybe I'll collect a friend and we'll play Dragon Quest together. 5 years from now, 5 years from June 1st, 2025, 2030 June. We're gonna be Game Grumps. We're gonna be the new Game Grumps that is not trash and horrible, unmusical fucks. I feel like musical in gameplays. Music is right behind gaming in the biggest community or sales or whatever for media. It's right behind it. Movies sadly tug far behind in this digital age, and I think that's because of social media. Social media gooned us all out, so we can't sit, for an hour in a movie theater and be like, "Whoa, I'm gonna watch this shit." Hell no, I'm gonna watch 90 minutes of TikTok, and that's all I need. Ooh, I'm depressed. I'm very depressed. But it's fine. But it's fine. We're doing the last one next time. This time, next time, next time, last time. Go fuck yourself.